Namaste. How you doing? Long time no see. Well, I still don't see, but you see. Nice. I had a wonderful time, a wonderful tour. I was in Bali, and then I went to Australia, and then back to Bali. We did an incredible retreat at Michael Franti and his wife Sarah's Soul Shine retreat place. It was really great. What a wonderful place. And I toured in Australia just 3 cities because I only had 10 days before I had to be back in Bali. So it was great. And then from there to Hawaii, to Maui for the retreat there. And it was a wonderful time there in Maui. And the fires in Lahaina were so devastating. I had to drive through Lahaina a few times. It was extraordinary, but we were very glad to be there. And the people at the retreat, the hotel where we do the retreat, they wanted us very badly to come back because the local people have had no income, no work. And so they were very welcoming, and we were happy to come. We were very happy to be there. So, yeah. And that's the deal. Yeah, so let's sing. Pranabam Pavanakuma Kalavana Pava Ghanagan Yasuhradaga Vasim Ram Sarachadha Atulita Baladhama Hemshala Badeham Nurjavana Krishna Gyani Nama Graganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhishan Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Goshpandi Kurtavardisham Mashiki Krita Rakshasam Ramayana Mahamalaratnam Andenilatmajam Anjananandaram Viram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapisamakshahantar Andilanka Bhayankaram Ranga Sindho Salilam Salilam Yashokavahi Janakatmaja Adayatane Dadalanka Namamitam Pranjaliranjaneyam Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Vardishtam Vatatmajam Vanardutamukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe. That verse, Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe, that's the whole thing. Taking refuge and shelter in the messenger of Ram, Hanuman, who is here to serve us and help us free ourselves from the obstructions and delusions in our own heart. Hanuman is that flow of grace, the flow of love that connects us to a deeper truth. So every time we come back from dreamland, when we're chanting, we come back to the name. That's taking refuge. But we can't hold on to that. We can only keep coming back. And little by little, we become more at ease just being in the presence, in the love that lives within us. Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Anjaneya Mutipatalan Kanchanadi Kamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumula Vasanam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunath Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakhanjalim Vashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Martinamat Rakshasantakam Bhajaranga Bali Hanuman Ki Jai. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sita Ram Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Sita Ram Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Sitaram, 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 yes, Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 yeah, Sitaram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hare. Jai Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Rama Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare, Jai Jai Rama Krishna Hare. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jai Sitaram. Sita Rama, Sita Rama, Sita Ram, Jai Sita Rama. I haven't played with the drum machine for so long, but it's fun when it works. Hold on, I'm getting emails here. Focus, do not disturb, okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We used to sing that one with the kirtan wallas, and they did that on special occasions. And whenever we did it, Maharaji wouldn't let us stop. There's a low part to it, but he wanted us to sing that high part over and over and over and over again. It was amazing. It was a trip. All right, well, let's see what's going on. Coming up Wednesday, December 27th, till the first of the year, there's a retreat at Menla Institute up there in Phoenicia, where we just were last week. Going back up, annual New Year's Dharma, Yoga, Kirtan, and Astrology celebration, in person and online. So that'll be a beautiful week. We're going to go up there and sing for a few days. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday, January 1st, to sing Hanuman Chalisas at Tibet House in New York City. And that'll also be online. So, and you can find all that information at krishnadas.com events right there. And then I'm going to Costa Rica for about 2 weeks. I think it's all sold out. Ecstatic Chant at Blue Spirit with myself, Deva Premal and Miten, Jayutal, and local artist Aikana, Marianela Ortez, and Shanti Sounds Costa Rica. And then, yeah, that's the deal. What's this? Tuesday, January 2nd. What is that? January 2nd? Oh, that's our Shift Network thing. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. So there's another course with the Shift Network coming up. It's a replay of the first course I did. However, I'll be doing 2 live Q&As during the course of the course. So hopefully you'll those of you who didn't take it the first time, and even if you did, I do have to tell you that when you read something like a book about philosophy or devotion and stuff like that, when you read it again, it's almost like you never read it the first time. So if you take this course again, I'm sure that you'll get a lot out of it anyway. And that's the deal. After you have found the source of love within yourself, can something or someone make you lose your temper? Of course. You might find it for a moment, but that's not where you live yet. And that's the issue. We have to learn to live in that place within all the time. And to do that, we have to release and let go of all that self-centered stuff that brings up anger and all those other unpleasant feelings. It's a process. It's a process that goes on for your whole life. And you can't hold on to that love, because that love is not something that you can hold on to. That love, the real love, is who we are. And the more deeply we know that, it's easier to live in it. But it's a process that goes on. We get in, we get pulled out, we go in, we get pulled out. It takes a whole life, at least, many lives, to really, really live there. I often mention an invisible connection with my guru. Have you experienced telepathic communication with other? I don't know anything about telepathic communication. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about feeling the loving presence that is who my guru is. And wanting the longing I have to be in that presence as much as possible. But of course, my own stuff takes me out. I get busy being stupid and doing stupid things and wasting time. And it's always here, but I'm not paying attention. So it's a process. And the chanting helps because you're always coming back to that place. These names that we chant are the names of that place inside. So, can I discuss letting go? This seems sometimes difficult for me to know, to feel, to know, or understand. Well, see, the thing is that we believe the stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves, who we are. We believe we are who we think we are. We never doubt that I'm me, right? And you're you. And that's two different things. So the idea of letting go is to ultimately disentangle ourselves from those stories and those delusional beliefs. And they are delusional because that's not the truth. It's just apparent reality, but it's not true reality. It's what we see, but not who we are. What we see is colored by our likes, our dislikes, all those things, our greed, our selfishness, our shame, our fear, our lust, our anger. Everything we see is colored by that stuff. That's the dust on the mirror of the heart. And just like it says in the Hanuman Chalisa, we take the dust, the pollen like dust from the lotus feet of the Guru to clean the mirror of the heart, so that when we look in the mirror, which is everything we see, what we think is out there, when we look in that mirror, what we'll see is reality and not our subjective illusion about reality. So letting go is one has to kind of do some kind of formal practice at first to calm the mind and slowly practice releasing the flow, the obsessive flow of thought that goes on all the time. We're either in the past or the future or judging this moment. How do I feel now? I don't feel good. Why don't I feel good? I want to feel good. What should I do? I'll take some of this. I'll get some of that. I'll get rid of this. I'll do that. This is what we do all the time. But we don't recognize that until we try to slow down. Then we see what's going on. And at first we think, shit, I tried to slow down and now it's even worse. But it's not worse. But we're finally seeing what's been going on all these years. So letting go means simply coming back to your object of concentration, whether it's the name, a mantra, whether it's the breath, the rising and falling of your diaphragm as the breath comes in and out. The breath is always there, so it's very clear and simple to come back to. You don't have to kind of remember something in your mind and, oh yeah, I got to do that mantra. No, the breath is right there. And you can always, once you get the hang of it, you can merge the mantra in with the breath. And that also helps keep us more present. But we'll be gone again. But when you notice you're gone, you simply come back. And that's the process of letting go. And gradually, but inevitably, we become more at ease in ourself and not so much gone all the time. But it's a process that takes time and dedication. Someone writes here, I'm feeling very numb inside, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. That's pretty good. You got it together there. due to various life circumstances and events, lost interest in life and the game of life. All creative juices have dried up. So would be grateful for some of that KD wisdom. Oh yeah, to share regarding the above numbness. Well, you say you've lost interest in life and the game of life, but you're totally involved in your feeling. Numbness is a feeling. And you totally believe that that's what you're feeling and that's who you are, that person who's numb. So you're totally involved in life and the game of life. You're just caught in one particular feeling, one emotion. Let it go. Come back to the breath. Do some chanting, do some meditation, go to a soup kitchen, go help people who are in need. Do something to get out of your head, because it's just your head and not who you are. But numbness is a way we might be protecting ourselves from pain, or for situations that are scary or hurtful or possibly emotionally dangerous and painful. But still, it's just another emotion. It's just another feeling. It comes and goes. Even if you try to hold on to it, you tell yourself from now on, I want to be numb for the next month, and I will feel nothing but numbness for a month. You can't do it. You can't do it. So good luck. I've been on the spiritual path. I love people who say they've been on the spiritual path. I mean, it's just life, you know. You want to live in a good way. You want to find a way to live in this world in a good way. Why you want to call it a spiritual path rather than a loving path, rather than a personal path, I don't know, but people do. Anyway, this person says, I've been on the spiritual path for a number of years now and have a regular practice. I've made great progress in tangible ways, personal relationships, living with greater ease. However, in the past few months, I feel like I've fallen backwards. I face some challenges this year, and I'm not able to find the peace I had only a couple of months ago. I know the path isn't linear, but have you ever experienced a feeling that you slip back? I can't slip backward anymore. I'm as far back as you can go. Who cares? See, you're totally obsessed with how you're feeling. Who gives a shit how you're feeling? You. That's called attachment. Stop worrying about how you feel. You're thinking about yourself. That's what we do. We think about ourselves all day long, all life long. How am I now? How am I now? I've fallen back. I got ahead. I made progress. I fell. I did this. Really? Most of us are still completely obsessed with how we are, thinking about ourselves all the time. Forget about it. It doesn't make a fucking bit of difference. Just sit down, do your practice, get up, be nice to people, watch some TV, eat some ice cream, maybe with oat milk ice cream, and stop thinking about yourself. When I was going to kill myself in India, I was going to kill myself. I was having a nervous breakdown. Maharaja just laughed at me. He said, you can't kill yourself. Worldly people don't die. Only Jesus died the real death. What? Why? Because he never thought of himself. That's what he said. Thoughts of me, me, me. Those thoughts orbit around the planet of me. And you're describing a very big planet of me still. Well, of course, it's okay. I'm not criticizing. I'm just pointing out. And you're judging that planet of me, how that planet of me feels. You don't like how it feels. Like the third patriarch of Zen says, the great way is not difficult for those with no preferences. So that kind of eliminates all of us. However, that's the idea. You're stuck in thinking about yourself all the time. I hate to tell you, but you are no more important than any other being on this planet, except to you. So get over it. It's okay. You can let go of that. You can let go of that. So someone says, the words to love, to serve, and to remember have become a life purpose for me. Through chanting, I feel this tremendous love and always remember the names of God. I want to focus more on service in my daily life. How can I do that better? I've seen so many people struggling in their lives, and I myself feel very happy. Can chanting also help others, make others happy? You mean if other people chant, will they be happier? Maybe. If you chant, will they be happier? I don't know. The more present you are with people, the less judgmental we are, the less we label who we think everybody is and how they are, and we just let people be. That gives them a space to actually let go themselves. But there's very little you can actually do overtly to change somebody's mind about things. And when somebody's very identified with negative emotions, you can't just talk them out of it. But if you're not identified with negative emotions, then being with somebody gives them an opportunity to let go, because the vibe is different. You're not buying into their trip. You're not reacting to their trip. You're not acting out in response to who you think they are. So that's a really good thing to be able to do, and it's not easy. I say keep chanting, go deeper and deeper until you become that love, and then you have no questions. But to really be that love, that's like a ripe fruit, and we're still pretty green on the trees, but that's okay. Oh, any plans to come to Brazil in 2024? Yes, I know. I want to come to Brazil and South America. Probably not 2024, but maybe the next year. We'll see who can. I have to be invited, and there has to be someone with a brain to organize things. And so far, nobody's really come forward. The friends who used to bring me there, they're no longer living in Brazil. They moved. They're no longer doing the Yoga for Peace Day in Sao Paulo, which used to be the center of my touring in South America. I would go there and do that, and from there I would branch out. But the last number of years, they haven't been doing that, so it's been difficult to get down that way. I do have some invitations from Colombia, from Argentina, and Brazil, and I would love to go, but we'll have to see. But thanks for asking. Somebody writes, I've been getting into the 16th Karmapa. He's the previous incarnation of Karmapa. The present incarnation is the 17th. And I see a lot of parallels between him and Maharaji. Did you get to meet the 16th in your travels? Did these great beings ever cross paths in the body that you know of? Well, I did see the 16th Karmapa in India and in America. Maybe I was in his presence 3 times, maybe twice, 2 or 3 times. And he was a great, 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 great being. He was one of the great beings of this previous generation. He was really extraordinary. He had tremendous compassion and tremendous ability to help people. Here's a story about that. I know that, as far as I know, he and Neem Karoli Baba never met physically, but Dr. Larry Brilliant and his wife Girija were sent by Maharaji to work for the United Nations Health Organization in India. And through that, and as time went on through that work, they invigorated the smallpox eradication program. And they actually, smallpox was actually eradicated in India and in Africa around the same time. There's a fantastic book that Larry wrote, Larry Brilliant. It's called Sometimes Brilliant, and it's a wonderful book. He's a great storyteller and a wonderful devotee of Maharaji. So they had gone around India and Sikkim and as many places they could, made a complete round and inoculated everyone, millions of people. And now a year had passed and they were going back around to check and make sure there were no outbreaks of smallpox. They were going to all the villages all around checking. And they went to Sikkim and they went to visit the 16th Karmapa, who was living in Sikkim at his place at that time. And His Holiness asked Larry what they were doing. And so Larry explained the smallpox thing, and His Holiness said, "Oh, you can, the king is my devotee, and you can go anywhere you want here. He'll give you permission." And then the Karmapa, His Holiness, asked Larry and Girija what their dharma was, what their practice was. Now, we never knew what to say about that because our practice was just hanging out with Maharaji and being in that love and singing a little bit and, that kind of stuff, and eating too much. So Larry just took a picture of Maharaji and he showed it to the Karmapa. The Karmapa took it and he looked at it and he said, "Oh, Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva. The teachings of all the Bodhisattvas are the same, even if they appear different." For those of you who don't know, in Vajrayana Buddhism and Mahayana, there's something called Bodhisattvas, who are great beings that take a pledge and a vow not to pass out of samsara, out of this world, until all beings are enlightened and free, even though they no longer have any personal agenda. They've been liberated themselves. But the idea is, since there's only one of us, if there's even one person who isn't free, isn't liberated, then we're all not liberated. So they take a vow to remain available to all beings. So His Holiness was saying that the Karmapa was saying that Neem Karoli Baba was a great bodhisattva. And then he pointed to his altar, and there are these statues on the altar. Where's that book? Is that it? Well, statues on the altar, and he said, "See those statues? Those are the Mahasiddhas." And Vajrayana Buddhism recognizes 84 Mahasiddhas. Most of them were Indian, from which this type of Buddhism manifested. It was transmitted from these great beings who entered this deep realizations. And these Mahasiddhas, like Naropa, Tilopa, who was Naropa's guru, many great beings, Sahara, Nagarjuna, so many great beings are these Mahasiddhas. And then he points to, he says, "You see those statues? Those are the Mahasiddhas." He points to Maharaji's picture and says, "Mahasiddha." So the Karmapa knew who Maharaji is and recognized him very well. So that's the story. How do I feel about the differences between the teachings of the Self-Realization Fellowship of Yogananda, started by Yogananda Paramahansa, compared with those of Bhakti Yoga and Maharaji's teachings? Can one follow both teachings until we know who our guru is? You can follow all 20,000 different types of teachings. Whatever you feel works for you is good. You have to follow your heart. Only you know. And Yogananda's teachings are very, very loving. There's much love and kindness in those teachings. Of course, there's yoga and pranayama, the Kriya Yoga, but there's also a lot of devotion. If you read his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, he's a love bug. He's incredible. And he came to America very early and was giving very good teachings here. So, of course, as you're asking me, if you ask them, if you ask the Self-Realization Fellowship, they may tell you, oh no, you can only follow this. But you're not asking them, you're asking me. And I say, you can follow anything you want to follow for as long or as short as you like. It's up to you, because you know what works for you. And if it works for you and then it doesn't work for you, then find something else. Or leave it for a while and come back to it. Our lives are our experiments. Nobody can live your life for you. You have the power. You have the strength. And inside of us, we have the wisdom. But we have to tap into that. And we have to learn to trust our hearts. It's not easy. Nobody in my family ever trusted their heart in a deep way. They were not interested in anything spiritual, so to speak, to use a word that I criticized 2 minutes ago. So there you go. So you have to follow your heart. And your heart is your guru. And the deeper you go into your heart, into your intuitive awareness, you will know who your guru is. Somebody with my so-called deep faith and devotion, they say, and constant practice, yeah, right, 2 minutes a day, do I ever have days where you question it all? I don't question Maharaji. I don't question my experience. If I question anything, it's my ability to do what has to be done, and to follow his teachings, and to be the person that he knows me as, and who I don't know myself as yet. So as far as that, I don't question it all. No, it's not like that. If I question anything, when I get really depressed, I just question, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not capable of doing anything to help myself. I get into that one pretty easy. Sometimes. What to do when I start loving someone far above my level in terms of achievements? I don't know what kind of achievements you mean. You mean they can float through the air, they can fly through the sky, they can make gold out of sand, those kind of achievements? Or you mean like they have a better job than you, which is nothing? After some years of suffering caused as someone left me, a new person is trying to uplift me. Take the money and run, dude. Somebody loves you, somebody cares for you. You know, forget the past, you know, forget the pain that you feeling that you've been holding on to all these years. If somebody really cares about you, maybe you can open up to that. So, yeah, it sounds like some years of suffering. Well, we all give ourselves a hard time. All of us, we're good at that. And you seem to be pretty good at it too. Somebody's asking about, they said they know the story of Burnish Chalisa, but curious about the story between Mountain Chalisa. There's no story. I had a melody, and that's what I called it, because it's kind of a mountainy melody. That's it. You know, you have to call it something. If you put it on a CD, you got to give it a title. And so what to do, I gave it a title. But there's no more to it than that, really. And I'm glad you practice with the Chalisas. Okay, good. Good. One time I had some friends who were taking teachings from a Tibetan Lama in Denmark. And I happened to be in Denmark on my way. I had been singing there, and now I was on my way somewhere else. I was in the airport. So, and the Lama was going to be traveling with my friends. So we made a plan to meet in the airport. And because I wanted to meet this Lama. I had heard about him, and I had met some of the Lamas. That he had 3 brothers who were also wonderful teachers. And so I had met 2 of them. I wanted to meet him. And so we made a plan to meet in the airport. So I waited and waited. We met at a place that we said we would meet. And time was passing, and nobody showed up. So I decided to go over to the where they would come through security. There was only one spot where they had to come through security to go on an international flight. So I went over there and I stood at the spot. And as soon as I got there, right after I got there, the Lama comes through. And he gets his bag and he turns and he sees me and he goes, I'm standing there like this, right? So he sees me and he goes, oh, hi. And I said, Rinpoche, I've wanted to meet you for a long time. Oh, good. I know you. And I said, no, I don't. We haven't met before. Oh, what's your name? I said, Krishna. Oh, what do you do? Now we started to walk through the airport to his gate, I guess. What do you do? And I said, well, I chant. What do you chant? I said, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna? He says, Hare Krishna, I love Hare Krishna. So he takes my arm and he starts singing. He's got one hand up like this, singing Hare Krishna, all going through the airport, the fancy part of the airport with the shops and all the people buying all kinds of shit, And here we are, these 2 guys here, and he's like walking through and he's like, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then he's like elbowing me, come on, sing. And I'm going like, oh, Jesus, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It was too funny. And we finally got to this one spot, and I saw my friends had shown up. But instead of going over there, he took me to a quiet corner. And we sat down for a minute, and he said to me, when you sing with people, do you talk to them too? And I said, yeah, sometimes, yeah. And he said, you should talk about peace of mind. You should talk about how important peace of mind is. And I thought, wow, that's... So all these questions we asked today, that were asked today, all of them, if we had peace of mind, we would have a different response to those experiences in life that we have. If we could learn to find and train ourselves to touch that place inside that is peace, that is peaceful, it would make such a change in the way we navigate our daily life experiences. Because that inner presence, our true nature, has certain qualities: kindness and compassion, love and peace, a deep, deep deep peace. As it says, I think in the Bible, a peace that surpasses understanding. Maybe it's the Bhagavad Gita. But it's it's not just quietness, it's not temporary. It's this vast presence of peace that is peace. And so, and then he said, if I write a song, will you sing it? I said, okay, yeah, sure. But that was 20 years ago, and he hasn't written a song for me yet. And I reminded him once, but I don't think he's going to write it. Every time he sees me, he goes, Hare Krishna. He's Tibetan Buddhist Lama. It's so sweet, so sweet. Peace of mind is really a big thing. We're getting blown around. The ship of our lives is getting blown around and by the wind and the waves in the ocean of life. We have to find a way to calm ourselves down. It's very important. Nobody can do that for us. We have to do it. It's a big thing. So when you do your practice, when you chant, try to be there. Don't just sing the words, play the music, whatever. Just be there a little bit. Practice being there with it. Not trying to get something or not trying to feel something, not trying to manufacture something, some emotion that you think you're supposed to feel. Be with it. Be present. Let that love come from inside. We don't have to create it. We can't create it. It's who we are. It's already inside, so to speak. And these names are the names of that place. Jaya Jagadambe Sita Radhe Jaya Jagadambe Sita Radhe Kali Durge Namo Namo Kali Durge Namo Namo Jaya Jagadambe Sita Radhe Jaya Jagadambe Sita Kali Durge Namo Namo Kali Durge Namo Namo Palana Karani Bhava Bhaya Harani She who uplifts me. Bhava-bhaya harini, she who removes the fear of rebirth, the fear of bhava-bhaya, of this world, of being reborn again and again in this world of suffering. Palana karani, bhava-bhaya harani, palana karani, bhava-bhaya harani, kalindurage, namo namo ma, kalindurage, namo namo, jaya jagadambe, Sita Radhe, jaya jagadambe, Sita Radhe, kalindurage, namo namo ma, kalindurage, namo namo. Kala vinashani, kali Durga, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashini Durga, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani, she who destroys time, and so doing destroys suffering. Kali Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali Jaya, Durgati Nashani, she who destroys suffering and problems, Durgati. Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Kala Binashani Kali, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Durgati Nashani Durga, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Umarama Brahmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani, Jaya Jaya, Radhe Sita Rukmani Jaya Jaya Radhe Sita Rukmani Jaya Jaya Kala Binashani Kali Jaya Jaya Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukuru Sudhari Bharano Raghubhara Bimala Jasu Chodaya Kubala Chari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumiram Pavana Kumasyaram Balabuddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Haru Kalesa Bekar Syavara Ramachandra Pada Jai Sharanam Jai Hanuman Gyana Guna Saga Jai Kapisati Loka Ujaga Ramaduta Atulita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Bikram Bhajarangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Kesangi Kanchana Varana Viraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa Atta Bhajrura Dvaja Viraja Nande Munja Jane Usaja Shankara Suvana Kesari Nanda Teja Pratapa Mahajagabanda Vidyavan Guni Ati Chaturama Kaja Karibeko Atu Prabhu Charita Sunibeko Rasya Rama Lakana Sita Manavasya Sukshma Rupa Darisya Hindekava Nikata Rupa Darilanka Jara Hima Rupa Darisura Sahari Ramachandra Ke Kaj Sanvari Aisa Jivan Lakana Jiyai Shri Raghuvira Hara Shira Lai Gupati Kinhi Bahut Barai Tumama Priya Paratai Samabhai Sasabadan Tumaro Jasagam Hasakahi Shri Pati Kandalagam Sanakadika Brahmadi Munis Narada Sharada Sahita Ahisa Yamakuber Digapal Jahante Kabiko Bidakai Sake Kahante Mopakar Sugriva Inkina Rama Melaya Raja Padadina Maro Mantra Vibhishana Mana Lankeshwara Vai Sabha Jagajan Sahasra Jojana Parabhana Yothai Mudra Palajan Prabhu Mudrika Veli Mukamahi Jaladilangi Gaye Charajanahi Durgama Kaja Jagat Ke Jete Sugam Anugrah Tumare Tete Ramaduare Tumara Kovare Utana Agya Binu Pezare Sab Suklahe Tumhari Sharana Marachaka Kahu Kodarana Apana Teja Samaro Ape Ino Lokahankatin Kampe Butta Sashana Kartanahi Ave Mahavir Javanama Sunave Nasero Gahare Sabapira जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीर, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोवे अमित जीवन पल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियार। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास, सदा रहो रघुपति के दास। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमेरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय जय हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, जुत ही बंदी महासुख होय। होया पर हनुमान चालीसा, होया सिद्धि साखी गणेश। तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेर, कीजिए नाथ हृदय महादेव। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप सिया राम। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र पर जय शरणम। मंगल मूर्ति मारुत नंदन, सकल मंगल मूल निकंदन। मंगल मूर्ति मारुत नंदन, सकल मंगल मूल निकंदन। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम। सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। Short prayer. May all beings be happy. How simple. But imagine if it was true. And if we all knew who we were, we would be happy. If we all know who we are, we'd be happy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. 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 Take good care. Namaste. See you around.